Congratulations. I thought you did such a great job in this.
Thank
And I'm
you.
wondering, I mean, the book is so emotional. The script must have been like, were you bawling your head off? What was your connection to the material?
Yeah, I mean, it's got so many great messages in it. It's got, this relationship with the brothers. It's got love story, deals with death and grief, and also just about living your life, and you can't plan for what life is going to deal you, but you kind of got to go with it and just live your life. And then the character that I got to play too was just, I think she's a great role model for girls and boys, but just this, it was great to play a character with a lot of substance. She's independent, she's strong, she's unapologetic,
Yeah.
she knows what she wants in life and she's going to do it. And I admired her. I was like, I want to be this girl.
Absolutely. Did you, what kind of sailing experience did you have? And by the way, thank you for having this in my backyard today.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Anytime. Had you been on a sailboat before this?
No.
Wow, you look pretty convincing, my dear.
Thank you. No, I'd never sailed before, and obviously we did a lot of sailing training, and we had personal trainers to get us all buff. And I'm not athletic, and I'm kind of a klutz. And I actually went sailing before I booked it. A friend of mine, he's a professional sailor, and he took me out on one of his boats. And it was like the day before the screen test, and I fell so hard, and I came to the screen test with this massive bruise down my leg and down my arm, and it looked like I had been abused. I was like, actually, I went sailing.
Well, it shows you're a method actress, Seriously, right.
I was practicing, for the movie and accidents.
And then, of course, you get to work with Zach, who is, got to be one of the sweetest guys in the world.
He is.
I can't believe, first of all, the amount of patience and everything he has for the girls, for the fans that just kind of hang out even when he's shooting. What impressed you about him when you started to work with him?
That's literally the first day that we shot. We were doing sailing all day. We didn't take a lunch break because we were fighting against the sun. And so you're shooting, which is a lot of energy, but also this physical sport. And we get back to the marina, and there's 100 girls waiting out there. And my first thought was, thank God they're not here for me, because I couldn't imagine just talking to anyone at the end of that day. I was exhausted.
But he does.
And Zach stood out there for an hour and took photos with every single person, talked to everyone, signed everything, and that I gained so much respect for him after that, because he doesn't have to do that, but he gets it, and I was just like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then you get a little kissing scene with him too, not bad.
Yeah, just a little smooch.
Yeah.
A little smooch.
Lots of practicing, or just,
Yeah, a lot
go for
on
it.
hand, I was like, I just want to be good for Zach, so gotta practice.
The pillow at night.
Yeah. I got a poster of him, and I just practiced my love eyes to the poster.
Poster's hot. The poster's hot, I have to say, yeah.
He looks kind of like a doll.
Yeah, I mean, I can be his mother, but I'm admitting it. I have to ask you, working on, I know it's a movie and the whole thing, but does working on something like this or the material make you think about, how we should be grateful for everything we have in life and, mortality?
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the big messages from the movie is just that, like I said, you can't plan for anything in life. You have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring. But just to live in the moment, and life's so short, and I know it's so cliche, but it really is. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and so why not do what you want to do for you? Instead of living for anyone else, live for yourself.
Wow, you did a fantastic job in this.
Thanks so much.
And I hope that we get to see you in Toronto this fall.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I really want to see this film. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, thank you
good stuff.
so much.
Lovely talking to you. Thank you.
Bye.
Good luck. Bye-bye. Thanks,
Good
guys.
to see you.
Yeah, you too.